Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the third day of the Grace Challenge. Today, we're going to talk about the one of the most important word in grace, which is accountability. But before that, I just want to check in to see how you guys are doing. I want to sincerely thank for all of you who have been participating and sharing your experience. Especially this morning, it's just a beautiful gift when I read the note from Kaki from South Africa about how grace breathing and also the high five routine in the morning help her to really be ready for the day. It truly warmed my heart. And again, these strategies is the very simple things that you can do every day, but it has a profound impact on your wellness. And we are all about wellness and how we can bring our state of mind, our being to the fullest, right? So with that, I really sincerely thank you for your participation, and especially when you share, it also helps other members in the group who have not practiced, try to practice. And also for those who have not participated in this challenge, I know that each of you are very busy, but these strategies on the day one, the grace breathing is something that really miraculous. And the fact that only 2 minutes or even like 1 minute per day, it can make all the difference. Like you already saw some of our members sharing their experience with it. So I strongly encourage everyone, if you have not tried, please go to the day one challenge video, watch the video for about 20 minutes and get the gist of how to conduct a grace breathing and start it today. You will see the difference when you practice this on a regular basis. So thank you again. Thank you everyone who have tried. So let's start with today. Today we talk about accountability. And when you think about accountability, what do you think it should focus on? Normally, we would think about, okay, I have to be accountable for what I sign up for, right? Accountable for other people in our life. But today, I want to ask us about a special accountability that I think is crucial for our wellness. That is self-accountability, which means taking ownership of your thoughts, emotions, and actions so that you can create the best life experience that possibly can within today. Now, today is a full day of 24 hours. Regardless of whether you are a millionaire or you are just a poor person or just any person, any human being in the world, each of us only have 24 hours. And within that 24 hours, hello, Wendy, hello, Keki, I feel so great every day when I saw you guys show up. And today I don't have mine with me, but Jamie's is helping me. So I'm looking for, I try to see if I can check in and see the live comment. But thank you for joining us. So I'm talking about the 24 hours that we have. Each of the moment in that 24 hours is precious. And we have the power to truly create those seconds, those moments to be the best that possibly you can have throughout the day. And that is the premise of grace, living in grace concept. So how do we create the best experience? as we go through the day. Now, every second you make choice, regardless of you know it or not. We are making choice as we go through the day, right? Like you are going to go this route to work, or this the other route, or you're going to like the weather or not. You're going to wear some kind of dress to work, or so on and so forth. What kind of food we eat, what kind of words that we utter. Oh, hi. So basically, hi, Twee. Basically, we are all in this together, and when you take a time to truly choose the right choice, that is when you're going to experience the best. So every day, do you know how many thoughts are going through our mind? Every day we have about 60 to 70,000 thoughts going through our mind. And out of those thoughts, 90% was the same as the day before, And 70% of those thoughts mostly are negative thoughts, or thoughts that based on fears, because our brain was created in such a way that is scanning the environment for threats, for something that might affect us. And as the result, 70% of that is always look for that. And when you look for threats, you look for scary things. Of course, it affects your emotions, it affects your fear, right? And because of that, it will affect your action. So how can we go through the day being aware of all of that and still manage to be happy and joyful? If you are starting the day from wherever you are, I would suggest you to do some very simple thing, which is laughing. And you might question, like, what's laughing has to do with this, right? Laughing is a very simple mechanism that can help our body to heal. How does that work? Whenever you laugh, and I'm talking about laugh out loud, you really create the laughing from your belly, like it's funny, like something really funny and make you laugh. When you laugh, actually, the brain creates 3 different chemicals. The serotonin, which is really improve your mood, the serotonin, the endorphin, which is the chemical that really help to your well-being. And another one is serotonin, endorphin, and another one I forgot. 3 chemicals that truly boost up your mood. So when you laugh, automatically your brain release those beautiful chemicals, and it really upgrades your body, your physical condition. So laughing is easy to help you to create something. First, you feel joyful when you laugh, right? And believe it or not, even you laugh when you don't have the feeling that you want to laugh, but once you laugh, the people who hear you're laughing, they tend to be contagious, right? So the other people start laughing as well. So how about starting the day? Like yesterday, we talked about affirmation and give yourself a high five. Add to that routine just a little bit, about 1 minute. Now, for me, I do it for 2 minutes, but it's okay. When you start, it feels a little bit weird. And some people ask me, Ellen, but I cannot laugh. There's nothing to laugh at. Then do whatever works for you. Like you can remember some funny story, or some experience that make you laugh, or something that goofing, it's funny, and laugh from that. And for those of you who it's hard to find a big laugh, then you can laugh a little bit, and if I can say, fake it until you make it. So you just laugh for about 60 seconds and notice the change in your body. And again, once you laugh, just like Keki, you share a very beautiful experience, like in in the morning when you look into the mirror, you still have some pain, so you don't like it. So you actually practice grace breathing. And when you really connect to your heart, that is give you another incredible source of energy, and it makes you feel better. So that's why you can give yourself a high five, right? So in this case, if you need some more energy, you can do that grace breathing for 1 minute, or otherwise you just try to laugh or fake it until you make it, right? And then you laugh and then you give yourself a high five. So that is a very simple thing, but it sets the stage for your brain. And let me share with you, when I was working in a consulting firm, the work is very, very stressful. So every day I had to handle a lot of workload. I managed a portfolio of about $25 million of nearly 100 projects, IT projects. And as soon as I hit the ground, go into the office, I help project manager to solve problems and all of that. So it's constantly on the stress mode and constantly coping with problems that brought in by different project managers, program managers, so on and so forth. And how do I prep for the day? So before I had this technique, I normally try to be cheerful, but around midday, I totally drained. But because I practiced this in the morning, I did the laughing, not for 1 minute, for actually 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Initially, it was like funny, but then I just added to it because it felt so good after I laughed for 5 minutes. So I laughed for 5 minutes continuously, and then do my meditation, and then I go to work. And it worked like magic. I smile more often. I feel the energy is up. Again, I practice gratitude. I look into each problem, said, okay, not, oh no, it's another problem. It's like, okay, very interesting. I'm curious why this thing happened, So actually, gradually, that laughing, it helped me to really cope with the daily demand much, much more effectively. And people actually notice. People ask, Anahan, what happened? You seem much happier. You smile more. And it seemed like you were very easygoing. It looks like a different Anahan. What happened? And actually, the only difference that I started that laughing technique, the laughing habit, every single day. So that just to share with you my personal story, because it actually worked for me. And when I attended another emotional intelligence conference, international conference for all the EQ practitioner from around the world, I met a lady, and she's from France, and she has a disease that is very scary. And, like anything that electronic device that she interact with, it gave her a severe headache. So she actually had a coping mechanism where every day, she actually create a ritual that she laughed for 45 minutes. Can you imagine? I had a hard time to maintain my 5 minutes, and she did that laughing for 45 minutes. You know why? Because she shared with us that it is the best medicine that she can give to her body. Because basically, she couldn't do a lot of things that the doctor prescribed, because it requires some electronic devices, and she's not allowed to use that. So naturally, how can she cure herself? She laughed. And she laughed 45 minutes every day to really help her body heal. Is that amazing? I just was blown away when I heard that. I said, okay, so what I did, 2 minutes or 5 minutes of laughing every day, it doesn't sound ridiculous anymore, because actually, there are some other people who are more advanced. They actually use laughing as a healing mechanism. So that is a tremendous gift that each of us is given. So looking back, I just want to ask you, if you really normally go through the day, do you laugh a lot? Or do you smile a lot? If the answer is not, then please try to change it, because it is a gift that's given to each of us. And why not use it so that you can make the experience as you go through the day much better, right? So the first activity I would ask and challenge each of you would be that routine. Now, if you are already in the evening, what can you do? Before you go to sleep, like right before you really go into your deep sleep, I would suggest you have a big smile. So you go to sleep with a big smile in your face, and that accompanied with the grace breathing, it will give you the best sleep every night. So give it a try and share with me how does it work. And of course, in the morning, just do that laughing routine for 60 seconds or even like 30 seconds and notice the change in your body and see how it works, okay? So that's the first challenge. The second challenge is about our emotions. Now, our thoughts lead to feelings and emotions. But normally when we feel the emotion, especially if I call this empowering emotion like anger or fear or distress or hatred, like the emotion that really drain your energy or the emotion that really bring you down. When you experience those emotions, actually it releases a toxin in your body. So it's not good for your body. But there are some unconscious programming that we already had. Joe Dispenza, who is a neuroscientist, he's also a really famous personal development guru in the terms of the connection between the brain, the heart, brain-heart coherence, meditation. He said that after the age of 35, actually 95% of who we are, okay, 95% of who we are actually coming from the accumulated non-conscious programming, the way we act, the way we believe, the way we processing information around us, and the way we perceive things around us. 95% of it are coming from that unconscious mind and is accumulated based on our experience up to the age of 35, and also any trauma in the past or any past experience, so on and so forth. So basically, we go through the day and unconsciously making some choices that is not good for us, but we don't know. So how can we change that? Because accountability is all about taking ownership. How can you take ownership? You take back the control. You take back the ownership of your thoughts and emotions and feelings and behaviors. It starts with self-awareness. So the second activity I would like to ask you is going through the day, you just notice, like instead of being into the action, you play an observer role, which is you see how you thought. So one thought show up is not you, it's the thought in my mind, right? And if it's an emotion show up, you say, oh, I feel this emotion. So try to detach from the emotion, the feeling, and the thought for one day and see how to. So you kind of play as an observer and you see, oh, this morning when I see the sky, I hear the birds singing, I feel so joyful. Okay, so that would be a positive emotion, right? It's an empowering emotion because it makes me feel up, my energy is up. And then I go into the office and I saw this person, and this person, I had some bad experience between him or her. So immediately I felt some tension. And that led to some anxiety. Okay, I noticed, okay, so I have anxiety now. So you take the notice. So you pay attention instead of you all into that anxiety. You sort of take a observer role and say, okay, I feel anxiety right now in my heart. And notice when you feel anxiety, how it show up in your body. Our body is magnificent, it's beautiful. And whenever you have some kind of emotion, actually the body reacts to that emotion before you actually know that you have that emotion. Is that crazy? Yeah. And so, for example, when I feel angry, my throat, I couldn't breathe. And I know immediately before my mind know that I'm angry, actually the throat already telling me that I'm angry. So each of us have a different way the body react to emotion. But if you pay attention, you will see. So going through your one day today, you will go and notice all the thoughts and emotion that's showing up. It can be happy, it can be joyful, it can be anxiety, it can be, oh, today I'm when I was hungry and I went to lunch and I saw this lady and I had a couple of fights with her, so I don't feel comfortable around her or something like that. So that is some emotion that show up. And instead of judging yourself, you just take notice. And so going through a whole day, pay attention to what you thought, what your thoughts look like, and also how you behave or how you react to people, especially if it arouses the negative emotion, the disempowering emotion, then pay more attention to that, right? And at the end of the day, please take a kind of a note, and you can have a piece of paper. The left column is the empowering emotion, and the right column is the disempowering emotion. And just take a talk and look at it as a with curiosity. Like, okay, today I have 3 incidents that I feel very happy, I feel joyful. That's great. So I want to do more of that, right? And on the right-hand side, I said, oh, this one, today I have these 3 emotion that is not so good because I feel my heart is beating so much with anxiety when I meet or talk to this person because I have some fear or something. So when you notice this disempowering emotion, then you would ask yourself, what are the triggers? What triggered this emotion? There should be something behind it. So by starting looking at that not with you inside, but as an observer, and really take notice how your day look like. Let's do that and share with me how you find out throughout the day. Now, your day might be full of joy and happiness, which is wonderful. That is the goal, right? The goal is how can you live every day like the best day in your life? And believe it or not, we do have that choice. The choice is yours. How can you make your day become the best day every day? So you start with a laughter, and then throughout the day, you know what can bring you joy? The first day practice, which is grace breathing and practice gratitude. Gratitude is the best medicine that can help us to anchor. And if you actually can practice gratitude at the cellular level, I mean cellular level, which is not just a thought, not just the action, it becomes you. It becomes a habit. That is when your heart is maximized. And remember, I mentioned on the first day, the heart has the most beautiful, magnificent energy that can help you heal anything. So in a recap, today I don't have mine, so I have to do it on my own. So recap, you have 2 actions today. First would be laughing, okay? And if it's hard, you can just laugh out loud for a few seconds. But I would like to ask if you can do it 60 seconds. Now, if you have some of you are on vacation and you are with a group of friends, this is perfect. Why don't you do a laughing contest? So everybody can laugh whichever way, and the laughing is contagious. So after you laugh, everybody laugh. It really brings up the energy. One of the CIO of a company that I had, I did an emotional intelligence workshop with them, and actually he started the day with laughing because he found that everybody becomes so relax after laughing. So the interaction, the communication is better. So if you are in a gathering, because this is summertime, the best way would be just do a laughing contest and see how people behave. So that is one activity. The second activity would be playing as an observer, okay? And go through the day and observe yourself and see how your thoughts show up. And remember, your thoughts are not you. Your thoughts are just some mechanism unconsciously happening, because of the programming you had in your subconscious mind. So just observe your thoughts, observe your emotions, and take note at the end, and you compare things that empowering emotion, disempowering emotion, and for some emotion that really bother you, then just take a notice and be curious, not judging, but just curious. Why I feel this way? What was the other person saying, or what did I see in this person that really triggered me, that make me think this way? And that will be starting of your healing journey, because once you understand the reason behind it and start paying attention on how you want to change it, that is when you will start living your best life in your term, which is, instead of playing as a victim of the environment, you will become the creator of the masterpiece called life that you have. And every day will be a good day. All right. So that will conclude my my share today. And I will have a follow-up list of activity. And for those of you who are going to go to bed, like Kaki and Wendy, I know that you are from South Africa. And thank you so much. Like, your attendance and joining the meeting has been a gift for me, and just a source of wonderful feelings and warm-hearted. So I really want to sincerely thank you for your participation. So you guys will go to sleep, right? So just smile, like practice grace breathing and smile when you go into the sleep, and see how it brings you back in the morning. And then practice laughing in the morning. I can't wait to hear some of the feedback that you share. And I really appreciate your practice and helping to spread the words of living in grace. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening, or wonderful day, or wonderful morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you. And that concludes this section today.